What's up, guys? You guys are tuning in to Unscripted. I'm Lawrence,
I'm Mario.
and we are back from a long hiatus. We had to take some time off, vacation.
Yeah, we had to treat
Somewhat.
ourselves. Yeah.
And you want to get into that first?
Yeah, let's go ahead and talk about it.
All right, so we basically took a birthday trip for our boy Joe Phil.
Yeah, our cameraman,
Where did we go? L.A. kind of? Sierra Madre?
Sierra Madre. It's
Sierra
like
Madre.
up in
Pretty chill
Pasadena.
city, Yeah.
A lot of old people.
I'm going to tell you right now, they got some fire-ass pizza, though. That's probably one of the best pizzas I've had. I ain't going to lie to you, bro.
He wouldn't talk about.
I went straight to the food.
He wouldn't stop talking about the pizza. We got it the
God.
first day. The next day, we should get that pizza. The next day, we could always get that pizza.
Yeah, that's on God. I was like, what about pizza? What about pizza? But honestly, I had a lot of fun, man. That's probably the first time like I've been out of town, and it wasn't for like basketball reasons. And yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, no, I enjoyed it.
I would definitely do it again.
I think if there was like a trophy for the trip, Lawrence would get it
Why would I get it?
because he was really pushed out of his comfort zone. I always wear
Yeah,
these like
agreed.
seek discomfort shirts. I would say Lawrence definitely was pushed out of his comfort zone.
I agree.
I won't get into all of it, but his kayak riding,
Oh man,
That
never
shit was-
again.
he was like, we literally had to peer pressure him. I'm not even gonna lie. We were like, Lawrence, you're gonna get in the boat, bro. He's like, I'm not getting in the boat. We like argued for like all the way walking there. He finally got in the boat just for it to sink almost like the Titanic.
That's crazy, bro. That's wild.
That is insane.
Me and Logan shared a very special memory. Well, what else did we do? Oh yeah, we went to the beach.
Went to the beach.
I was tired, bro. I just
Lawrence slept on the beach.
slept on the beach, bro. It was actually relaxing. I slept on the beach. I listened to this album by Brent Faiyaz, his new album. It was very chill. I was just like,
You rate the album?
our first listen, it's cool. I give it like a 7.5. Probably have to listen to it again from start to finish. But it was cool. Like I like Brent. Like Brent's actually a good R&B artist, but I don't know. I think I should have. I was kind of sleeping most of the time, so maybe that's why.
He was like an Instagram model. Literally went out there and just laid on the beach.
Yeah,
Didn't do nothing.
yeah.
Didn't play no spike ball.
I did not play no spike ball, man. I'm not even that good at spike ball, to be honest.
You gotta get into it.
Yeah, I guess.
Went to a VR place.
Oh yeah, we did go to a VR place.
That was kind of cool. We were playing like the zombie game. These dudes let me die. That was kind of tragic.
We went to the mall. We
Remember
also tried that Chinese place. I forgot what it's called. What I feel like it's called Chinese Garden.
the Din Tai Fung?
No, the place that we went to before the mall. When we were trying to go to Chunky Monkey.
Wait, where'd you guys go? 'Cause you didn't go with. Wait, did you go with us?
Yes, it was
Oh,
me,
I'm bugging.
you, Ipre, his girl, and Corey.
Or yeah, I don't know why I thought you went with them. It was Logan that went.
Yeah, Logan and then went to Chipotle, I think.
There it is.
Yeah,
Went to
but
this Chinese place.
yeah, I think it was called Chinese Garden. It was fire, bruh.
It was really good. Yeah,
I've never really had like Kung Pao chicken like that.
that Kung Pao chicken was. I wish
And
we'd
the
ordered
ribs
more
was good,
rice.
too.
I know that's
Yeah.
weird, but I wish we'd ordered more rice.
Yeah, a little more rice. Yeah,
The riblets were fire.
the riblets.
Is that what they're called?
Just say ribs.
Well, they're like chopped up little ribs, like baby ribs. Sounds kind of weird.
Riblets.
I'm pretty sure that's what it's.
Yeah. Well, what do you rank? Like, what do you give this trip out of 10?
I would give it a 10.
You give it a 10?
It's a 10.
Yeah, I would give it a 10 too.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
You got to take those trips away from. Like it wasn't even like you said. It was the first time, at least with like me being with my friends. It wasn't work related, school related, like basketball or anything like that.
Oh yeah, like a trip, like a field trip or stuff like that.
It was really just us. So definitely something we got to do in the future. Again,
Yeah.
just because it was fun. So,
Created fun experiences and memories, man.
yeah. Would you rate it? Oh, you said 10.
I would give it a 10, but I almost died on the kayak trip, so I'll probably give it like a 9.
That's still hilarious. And we were waiting for them. Like, I didn't know the extent of what was going on. I was just like, dude, this dude Logan and Lawrence were just taking their sweet ass time.
No, we were ahead of you guys.
Yeah, no, that was-
I ain't gonna lie, everything was cool. Like everything was good. I wasn't tripping, but then Logan was like, "Hold on, bro. Like, why are we sinking?" And then we literally had to like paddle our way to the shore.
Why are we sinking?
Yeah, and then me and him tried to like the boat was just heavy.
Yeah.
It was just heavy, and then we found out like it was already filled with like hella water.
Yeah.
And like the dude that helped us, I think his name was Cole. Shout out Cole, man.
Okay.
Cole's dope, bro. He's about to be a freshman. He's going to Long Beach State. Now he a dope dude. And like literally, he tilted the boat over. Is it a boat?
It's a kayak. I don't know.
Okay, he tilted the kayak over, and literally all the water that came out through that little valve, it took like 15 minutes, bro. Just hella water just coming out.
Oh, that's insane.
And then he gave us like what's the word? Like a little tour about like how the beach is. It was dope. It was dope.
You see, you got something out of it.
Yeah, I did. Honestly, I did get something out of it.
I mean, like, I didn't know that extent. I was kind of like annoyed. I was like, dude, this dude Lawrence and Logan, like, one, they took off. They were gone. When we started kayaking, like, these dudes were dipping. I almost thought they had a motor on their boat. They were just like, boom. And I would look up and be like telling Corey, like, bro, Lawrence not even paddling, because you would just see Lawrence just lay back, like, just holding it.
Paddling is tiring, bro. I do it for like 5 seconds and I'm done. My arm just hurt. I'm like,
That dude, Logan, I was like, bro, what the hell? So when we got to the end, I was like, bro, how are they the fastest ones yet like the latest? And then you see them rolling up on a boat. I'm like, oh shit.
apparently, we might have. I think we took like a long way.
Yeah.
Like it would have took us a long time to go all around. Did you guys go all around?
Nah, me and Corey were having a tough time. We literally like were swerving left to right.
And you guys just went back?
Yeah, we saw like Joe and Hope. They like turned around and we ended up like meeting them because we were still trying to follow you guys.
Oh, okay.
So we kind of like went through like this little canal, which was nice. Honestly, it was so quiet, dude. Like it was like dead. It was like a pin drop. Like
Damn,
where we
there
were
were no
at.
kayaks around you guys?
Like we would see some every now and then,
Okay.
but complete silence. It was pretty nice.
Damn.
It's weird.
Damn. All right, you want to move on?
Yeah, we can move on.
All right, the next thing we got is the Russell Wilson versus Future argument.
You had that video?
Yeah, I do have that video. I think you sent it to me on TikTok, right?
Yeah.
Oh no, you sent it to me on Twitter, not TikTok.
No, it was TikTok. Oh, I'm bugging.
All right, I'm gonna play it.
Would you want him to grow up more like Russell Wilson?
No.
Or Future?
No.
Both, no.
I would throw my shoe.
Or
I would.
Russell Wilson or Future? Which one would you want him
I
to
would
grow?
rather him be like Future.
Okay. Who would you rather your daughter date?
That's
Russell
crazy.
Wilson or Future?
You up.
I would actually,
Why did you
I would-
think?
because there's pros and cons to both. I would
Answer the question.
If I gave a why, I would want her to date a Future, because it takes for you to date a Future to even get a Russell.
No, because I had my husband first and went and left somewhere else and had to come back to him. I ain't got to be,
But
I ain't got to be broken down.
A lot of women
that
need
wasn't
to
the
be.
question.
A lot of women need to be broken.
That makes sense, but
He
that wasn't the
spit it,
question.
but that was
here.
nice.
A
I
lot of
get
women
it.
need.
That does not make any sense.
Okay, first off, like there's like a guy in there. I don't know if Joe, we can send you the video and you put it on the thing, but there's a guy in there and he's like, neither, or I think he said like not both or something like that. He's just saying like no to both, and I was like, no to both. Like, I mean, I guess if you really don't want your daughter to date like a football star, but I mean,
No, but it's not the football star thing. Like it's Russell Wilson, the Russell Wilson type of person.
Yeah.
In that aspect, and I don't know why Russell Wilson gets hate for it. Like he's someone that actually like takes care of his kids, like shows
stuff.
love to his wife, appreciates his wife, and shows her off. I don't know what woman wouldn't want that. And the fact of the matter is, a lot of dudes calling him a square. And let me see what the definition, because square means something, bro. Like square is like
I think it has 4 sides.
no, not that type of square. Not that. What the hell is a square? A person who is regarded as dull, rigidly conventional, and out of touch with current trends. So the current trend is to not
Be a Future, apparently.
be a Future. Apparently, that's what I hate about some dudes. Like
I love Future.
they glorify Future and his toxicness. Like I don't know why you would want to be like, you can be a rapper, cool. If you want to be a rapper, that's fine. But having like several baby mamas, not being married, not finding love yet, that's what you want for the rest of your life. That's what I think.
What was wild to me was he said he'd rather have his daughter date Future.
Yeah, that's stupid. He said that you have to go through a Future before you can get your Russell Wilson. That is not true.
I can see what he's. I don't know. From
I
his
mean,
point,
that's true for some people, but it's not like the
I don't think
main
it.
thing. You know what
No.
I'm saying?
I can see where he was coming from in that like aspect. Like, but I don't know. He never even like. I don't know. He just seemed like one of those people that was just trying to be like the devil's advocate. Like he was just really trying to play that.
Yeah.
other side.
He was like, "There's pros and cons for both."
And I can't think of like what's really a con for Russell Wilson.
Okay, so I listened to this podcast called the Pivot Podcast, and it's basically like former NFL players, and they talk about like they interview like a lot of people. They actually interview Caitlyn Jenner. They interview some rappers, some former athletes, and one of them on the show, his name was Shannon Crowder. He was talking about how he was one of the main people that ridiculed Russell Wilson, calling him a square, and that like he's boring, he's a weirdo, this and that. But another dude on there named Ryan Clark, he was talking about how he called Russell Wilson a square, but he wasn't calling him a square in terms of like, how do I say it? Like, oh, he's boring or he's not like the person a girl should be with. It was the main thing about how like he kind of switches it up a lot of times. Like they were like, this sounds bad, but they were talking about how like previously I think he had like 2 ex-wives and they were both white. Nothing wrong with that. But also when like the Black Lives Matter thing was happening and they would ask him about it because he's black, he would try and like, what's the word? Minimize it and bring up like Blue Lives Matter and talk about, oh, well, you know, police lives matter. And then now he's with the black women and like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's just switching it up. Like, because Ryan Clark believes like, you know, he should have been like Black Lives Matter from the jump no matter what. You don't like minimize it and then try to bring up like, oh, you know, cops' lives matter or Blue Lives Matter or something like that. So that's the main reason why Ryan Clark calls him a square. And I was thinking about that. I was like, damn, I didn't know he did that. Like,
But even then, like, I don't know. I'm not going to judge someone for their political views. Because it's just like, at the end of the day, like, especially like today's culture, the worst thing we can do is really try to divide ourselves.
Yeah.
Like that. So, I don't know. I don't think it's... I mean, I definitely would feel a little confused if my daughter's boyfriend was saying some shit like that. But at the end of the day, it's like, honestly, it's, you know, it's his opinion.
It's not like a deal breaker.
Yeah. You know, like, obviously he can change his mind. So, did he end up switching up?
I have
So
no
now he's like BLM?
I have no idea. I have no idea. I think he is. I
got educated.
But yeah, that's
yeah.
the main thing. But ladies, you guys should definitely try and look for a Russell Wilson, not a Future. That's all I'm gonna say.
And I can see, like I said, I can see what he was saying about like you need to go through a Future to get, because you have to understand like, okay, this is what I don't want, and this is what I do want.
Okay.
Because maybe like somebody's in a position where they don't know what they want.
Okay.
You know, they don't know what their standards are or whatever. So they date someone and they're like, oh, this shit is not it, and then they'll realize, okay, I'm more into a Russell.
Okay, I can see that.
Yeah,
I
but
can see that.
even then though, he was bugging by just saying like, oh, I'd rather ever. He was just, I think he was really just trying to play a different side. Because I don't know if that guy really believes that. I don't know if I would want my daughter to date a. I would be highly against it, but
Hell against your daughter being with a Future.
yeah, it's her life. But I would just be like, you know,
Make sure you know what you're doing.
yeah.
All right. The next thing we got is the future for Marvel fans and the current state of the MCU, right? Do you think Marvel's falling off?
So it's like when I saw that, I was like, dang. Me and my coworkers talked about it on Thursday, and like I was saying to them, like, for me, like one, it's hard for me to even put my 2 cents into it because I haven't been seeing a lot of the things they've been dropping. But I think that's the issue, is that they've been dropping
So much.
so much things.
Yeah.
Like compared to like what they used to drop, like TV shows, movies, like, and it's just going like bang, 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 all in your face. So it's becoming like watered down almost. And then people, I think somebody said in the comments, like, because they said that, you know, there was a lot of mixed feelings about Thor. Overall, my coworker said they loved it. Like they said they liked it.
Yeah, one of my friends said they loved it too.
Yeah, but that was also them putting it up against the other Thors. So it's like Thor 1 and 2. Like Thor 1 was cool, but it was like it was just an introduction. And then Thor 2, everyone really hates that movie.
Yeah.
And then
But
Thor 3, everyone
was
loved.
good.
Yeah.
Ragnarok?
Yeah. But when the first two aren't that good, it's like,
Oh yeah.
you don't have a lot of competition. So, but
And also, would you say like even like when the first two aren't good, for the third one you don't really have high expectations for it to be
Yeah.
good, so it actually exceeds your low
Yeah.
expectations.
yeah, no, that's true too.
I think going back to it, because the last thing that I watched Marvel was Doctor Strange Multiverse. What is it called?
Multiverse of Madness.
Multiverse of Madness, and I think I said I didn't really like the movie. Like I liked it, but I gave it like a 7. But I also feel like I had high expectations for it. Just after like what they like the momentum that they had and like the trailer, like I was like hella excited for it. But then like I mean, if you're going into it with not high expectations, it's probably an 8, like an 8 or a 9. And I'm speaking from this like coming from a viewpoint of like I haven't really watched the Marvel shows. Mm-hmm. The only Marvel show I watched was what's it called? The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Mm-hmm. That was a good show. Mm-hmm. I really enjoyed it. But I heard Loki's good. I heard WandaVision's good.
Yeah, I would say that the shows, they seem to have been doing good.
Maybe that's what they're trying to like get away from the movies and focus more on their shows. Maybe.
That's probably where the more money is.
Yeah.
'Cause
With Disney Plus.
yeah, now you have to pay the subscription every month rather than like twice or 3 times a year you go to the movies and watch their movie. They can just get revenue from just dropping shows.
And I was thinking in terms of like, because I was speaking like just from a movie standpoint. I think they have kind of like reached their peak already, even though it's unfair to like judge them because it's like you literally had like Civil War, Infinity War, Endgame. Mm-hmm. All of those movies are like done. Black Panther, like all of those movies are done. Mm-hmm. So like you really can't. Well, how do I say this? Like up that, you know what I'm saying?
I think you can, but
Really though, the other movies are like.
The other thing was that they don't put enough time into these movies. Like I don't know, like really the factual stuff, but I'm sure if you went and looked up like how long were they in production for Infinity War, how long were they in production for Doctor Strange, you could probably tell that Doctor Strange was significantly less, or just any of the movies. So, because that's what people said, that it just doesn't look like they're putting enough effort into these movies. They're just kind of just dishing them out. So, I don't know. That's what I was seeing a lot.
Okay.
On Twitter and
like I think I also saw something like from the movies that have been from the superhero movies that have been released in 2022, like Batman still is number one, and I agree.
Yeah, no,
100%.
Yeah,
and like with the momentum that they have after this first movie going into the second Batman, because I think it's already been established that there's going to be a second one. Mm-hmm. Do you think DC might like take over? No shot.
No,
because they can't just rely on Batman. Is that what it is?
I just don't think they take their time, like to
DC
to story build, like kind of like how Marvel did with phase 1, 2, and 3.
Oh yeah,
like they kind of took their time with.
They took their time with like almost every single character that they have,
and they stitched everything. Like I don't think they have a Russo's brothers. Like they don't have that.
Okay,
and if you don't have that, you're not going to be. I think you might have great like individuals.
Huh? They have a Matt Reeves.
Yeah, but I mean, you only seen him on like an individual.
Yeah.
Like movie and project, and it was obviously the best movie so far. I wouldn't be surprised if it doesn't win any awards, but in terms of like overall, no, because DC just doesn't. I don't know. They be bugging.
They do.
I really like their heroes too, like their superheroes and like their backstories, and I feel like watching The Flash. I loved The Flash.
The Flash, the show.
Yeah.
That show got 8 seasons, bro. I look, he stopped after.
I stopped
3.
after 5.
Yeah, I
but
stopped
like the first 5 were lit.
Yeah,
but I couldn't keep like it wasn't that I could keep up. I was just like, I don't know.
I'm a believer of like amazing shows.
Need another limit.
Yeah, need another limit. Like
especially
4 or 5
superhero movies.
Yeah, like 4 or 5 seasons should be
movie shows
cut off.
Yeah,
that's what we see with shows like Breaking Bad, Game of Thrones. I don't really have any other shows on the top of my head right now, but those 2 shows, because those are like critically acclaimed.
But those shows can work because, well, I mean, I haven't seen Breaking Bad, but for Game of Thrones, there's so many like we talked about like in the past.
So many characters and development. Yeah,
so much different characters, and they take their time with each one. So it's like
that's true.
You can stretch the whole story out as long as you want. Even like weirdly enough, like if Euphoria actually added some more characters, like they could probably do something like that where they're focusing on, because you kind of saw with season 2 where they didn't really focus on Rue as much. I mean, they did, but it was always just like drugs. Whereas like they did start focusing on Cassie and Maddie and stuff like that.
That season 2 Loki was trash, bro. Now that I think about it,
I think it's
first off, you killed off Ashtray, and Ashtray really didn't need to be killed off.
Spoiler.
Sorry, yeah, spoiler alert. And then the next thing is like Rue having that, what was it called? The briefcase or the luggage, whatever. Like we never
all the drugs.
Didn't know what that was about. That shit wasn't addressed, and like
yeah, they definitely left some. I think a show should leave some like questions at the end of it. Like, oh, well, I wonder what's gonna happen this. But I think they just left a lot of things unanswered, and then they also just kind of like, I don't even think they ever answered certain things, and then I think they just like made it really complex. Like, honestly, I didn't agree with the whole Ashtray thing. I thought that was kind of stupid because like. I don't know. They just took it too far. Like I don't know if it's that.
I was listening to the Mallory Brothers, and they were talking about how like this season felt like it was like terribly written.
Yeah,
and I agree. Like just a lot of Just a lot of what ifs and
There's like season or episode like 4, 5, and 6, I believe, where we're stuck in the same timeline, but we jumped, and it's like, I'm sorry, but you're not Game of Thrones. Like Game of Thrones, you can do some shit like that. Like you can be in this timeline, and then the next episode you're still in the same timeline, but you're focused on a totally different like character, totally different area of like
totally
little
different
world.
scenario. Yeah.
So like this, well, they couldn't do that. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know.
I agree. I think the only good episode was probably not only good episode, but what's the word? Important episode was the one with Rue when Jules told her mom about her using again, and like the way Zendaya was acting, she killed it. She killed it.
I don't want to take away from the acting because I think the acting was cool. It just was like, what the hell's going on right now?
Yeah, like, what the fuck are we watching?
Yeah. So definitely some high moments, but I think there was just like I don't know. I wouldn't watch season 1 before season 2. I don't think I'll go back and watch season 2 because I just don't want to put myself through it.
I don't really look for it. I'd rather if season 3 comes out, I'd rather give me like a
little 3-minute recap, please.
3-minute recap. Like I don't want to really relive that season again.
Not at all.
Yeah. All right, you want to get into the next thing?
Yeah. Did we cover everything for the MCU?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you think Marvel can do at this point to like?
There's nothing they can't do. They're already. I think they're just going to be doing what they're doing. Like,
Damn.
they've already set up their phase 4 and 5. And I think they're going to stick to it. I wish they would just take their time on the projects. That would be the only thing.
Crazy. It's just nostalgia for me, bro. Like all those movies, man. Like the Captain America movies, the Iron Man movies.
Do you think maybe we're going to start outgrowing it?
We're outgrowing it, bro. That's what it feels like. But maybe my perspective will change when I start to watch like Loki and WandaVision. I tried to get into WandaVision. It was, I don't know. I heard Loki was like really good, like top notch. So
No, my brother loved it.
yeah, I'm gonna have to start Loki.
I've only seen started WandaVision.
Yeah,
That's it.
damn.
And I've seen Captain and Winter Soldier.
But Loki, I guess I kind of do like them going into like shows instead of movies because like you already have all these amazing movies, bro. I don't think you can really do more than what you've done. And from some of the Marvel shows that I have watched, like what's it called, The Punisher, an amazing show. Daredevil, an amazing show. So I think Marvel, I think they'll be fine. I don't think they might struggle a little bit, but if they're going this TV show route, I think they'll be good.
I think they actually just said that like Thor is going to be
a
Chris?
cameo in Loki. Yeah.
So.
So that's probably what they're doing now.
Yeah.
Okay. I see what's up. All right, but the next thing we got is so there's 25 animated shows that we have right here, and you're supposed to pick one from each. So I guess it's kind of like a one gotta go.
Oh, from each row?
Bro, yeah.
Oh,
what do you think? Oh, just one?
I thought it was just one.
Nah, no way, bro. That'd be way too hard. You said it was easy though.
Hell yeah, I did.
Nah, that's good. You know what? Let's do one from each row and then pick one final one.
One final one.
Yeah. So the first row, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I haven't watched some of these shows. So the first row is Spider-Man, the show, X-Men, the show, Transformers, the show, Pokemon, and Batman Beyond. Not so familiar with a lot of them, but
I only watched Pokemon and X-Men.
Oh, really? I'm gonna pick Batman Beyond because I remember watching Batman Beyond. Batman Beyond is actually really good. I like his suit. Yeah, Batman Beyond is good. So wait, you're gonna pick Pokemon?
Yeah, because I've never seen the
Man,
other.
I think Pokemon is low-key a little trash, bro. You gotta blow the horn on that? Damn. Pokemon's a little trash, bro. That's not. I'd rather watch like Beyblade or Ben 10 or something else. Pokemon
was lit.
No, I'm not a big fan of Pokemon, bro.
Gotta catch him.
Pikachu can shut the fuck up.
That's crazy. You just said that.
What's Pikachu's trainer or what's his name?
I don't know. I haven't seen that show in a long. Like I said, I only saw those two shows, but I didn't see them like religiously.
Nah, I think Pokemon trash, bro.
My brothers were huge Pokemon fans, so I've only watched Pokemon and X-Men. I've never watched the other 3 shows. So I thought Pokemon was cool. I didn't know what the fuck was going on, but I thought it was interesting. I was hella young when I watched it.
Did you ever watch Beyblade?
Uh-uh.
Never watched Beyblade? Man, Beyblade is good, man. You watch Bakugan and Yu-Gi-Oh though?
I saw Bakugan and not Yu-Gi-Oh.
But not Yu-Gi-Oh? Okay.
Never
So you
got
got
into Yu-Gi-Oh.
Pokemon, I got Batman Beyond. The next one is some of these is like, how do I say it? They're not really comparable, but Rick and Morty, Ben 10, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Yu-Gi-Oh, and Green Lantern. I low-key want to say Rick and Morty because
It's something you. It's
Rick and
more-
Morty is fire,
Yeah.
but Ben 10 is fire too.
Yeah, I'm probably going with Big Ten just because I don't watch a lot of Rick and Morty. But the Rick and Morty shows that I've seen, like every episode I've seen, like if somebody's just watching it, I've loved it. I've not been like, oh, this show's kind of cool or whatever. I was like, no, this is actually really funny. I just don't sit down and watch it. I would say Ben 10, but Rick and Morty's probably like right there. I'm sure if I watch more Rick and Morty, people will probably tell me I'm going to like it.
Ninja Turtles is fire too, bro.
Yeah, that was cool too. No, for sure. I didn't watch the last two. I've never watched Green Lantern in my life.
Damn.
I mean, I've seen the movie.
I probably watched it once or twice. I think it was on like damn, I don't even remember what the fuck this shit was on, to be honest with you.
I've seen Yu-Gi-Oh, but I never really.
Yeah, I never really cared for Yu-Gi-Oh either.
No.
Rick and Morty though was definitely my go-to. All right, and then the next one is Spawn. Is Spawn DC or Marvel?
I don't know.
Oh, I think Spawn is its own.
Like a little thing.
Yeah, its own little thing. But okay, we have Spawn, X-Men Evolution, Star Wars: The Clone Wars, The Spectacular Spider-Man, and then DC's The Batman.
I never finished the Clone Wars, but I loved it.
Yeah, no, Star Wars: The Clone Wars was fire.
That show was fire.
A lot of you. The Spectacular Spider-Man is fire too, bro.
Is it? I've never seen it.
It was on Disney XD. Spectacular Spider-Man.
Really?
Yeah, it was really good. I remember watching it a lot.
I've actually seen the Batman. I'm bugging.
You really?
Yeah, I have. Like this show, I can remember that Robin.
Was it like new kind of like 2018 kind of?
I don't know. I remember seeing that little guy. I mean, obviously he looks like all the other Robins, but he looks. Maybe I'm bugging, but he looks like I've seen him before. Honestly, no, I'm bugging. I'm
gonna pick Star Wars: The Clone Wars for sure though.
Yeah.
Yeah, Star Wars: The Clone Wars. All right, the next one is Batman the Animated. No, what does that say? Batman the Animated Series, Dragon Ball Z, Arcane, Invincible, and DC's Harley Quinn. Now, personally, I'm a disqualify Dragon Ball Z
Why?
because it's an anime, and I don't really think you can compare animes to like. Cause mainly these are all cartoons in a sense.
25 animated shows.
Yeah, it's animated, but it's like
Yeah, I get what you're trying to get at.
it look. Yeah, like
You're gonna disqualify it for
I'm
that?
gonna disqualify it.
Do you think it would win?
Yeah, it would definitely win if I was.
Really? Over Invincible? You think it's just because it's
Why
longer?
I'm gonna disqualify it because I want to pick Invincible.
You think it's because it's longer?
Yeah, it's way longer, dude.
Dragon Ball Z just has too much content.
Yeah, it's just way longer.
It's longer than all these because Arcane just came out on, I believe it's Netflix.
Yeah,
And then I've never seen the other two.
yeah, bro. It's just way
Too much.
too much. I don't think you can compare.
Okay. I would say, yeah, Invincible. If you haven't seen Invincible
Oh yeah,
still,
Invincible. If you haven't seen Invincible, I don't know what the fuck you're doing with your life.
that show was great.
Man, Invincible is so good, bro.
Yeah.
I keep saying this. It is in my top 10 shows.
Of all time.
Yeah.
Right off the first episode. You just gotta go watch the first episode. That's it.
And you'll
Like,
be hooked.
You'll be like, holy shit. Like, watch it all the way.
I
and
put my
you're-
brother on, bro, and he don't even really like superhero shit like that. But no,
That
Invincible.
shit gets crazy real quick.
I think it was at the end of the first episode. You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, and then I immediately watched the whole thing after that because I was like, no, I gotta see this.
Yeah. All right. So the last one we got is Justice League, Teen Titans, Naruto.
Are you gonna disqualify Naruto then?
Yeah, I'm gonna disqualify Naruto too. Batman, the Brave and the Bull. Damn, that show looks old. And Superman, the complete animated series.
Look at Robin,
Where?
the Brave and the Bold.
Oh yeah, that look old as fuck.
He looks like somebody that I don't even know what he looks like.
He look like Arrow. Do you even know who Arrow is?
Yeah, Oliver.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That was a great show.
Arrow. Oh, you finished it?
No, because they kept dropping seasons.
Damn.
They
Man.
didn't know their mark.
Yeah, I don't know what DC doing.
The last thing I saw is he felt like Ra's al Ghul. I don't know. He fell off a mountain or some shit. I don't know what the hell was going on. I just stopped watching it. He joined the CIA or FBI. I don't know what the hell he's part of. But anyways,
Yeah, Naruto. I'm disqualifying it because it's just too much, bro.
who would you pick between Naruto and Dragon Ball Z?
Dragon Ball Z. For me.
I've never seen either.
Yeah, Dragon Ball Z for me. Dragon Ball Z and Naruto. I guess those are like the standards of anime. Like that's probably the first animes like everyone
has at least gone into.
got into, like the first ones that exposed them to anime.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna pick Teen Titans because Teen Titans is just goated.
Yeah, I was gonna say Teen Titans. That's the only one.
Low-key, Justice League is I really do like Justice League because Batman and Justice League is funny, bro. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't know, Batman is just funny as fucking Justice League, but Teen Titans is definitely the show I'd pick.
Okay.
Now, you said, what if we had to pick one?
Yeah, I said it was easy, but after going through each line, yeah, it's still pretty easy. I'd pick Invincible.
Man, it's
We're disqualifying the other two dudes.
personally, it's between, for me, Invincible and Teen Titans, but yeah, Invincible.
No, Teen Titans is. Oh, yeah, no. Teen Titans would definitely be a solid second. 'Cause that's
Yeah,
the only show on this whole thing besides Ben 10 that I watched like a lot. It was just Ben 10 Teen Titans growing up.
Yeah.
My-
Yeah, no, Invincible is definitely the way to go.
Yeah, because that show is just
Have Teen Titans at second.
Amazon original, man.
Yeah. And Amazon coming up. The Boys, Invincible. There's one more. I can't put my name on it. But
It's not really a superhero movie, but have you ever seen? They actually, yeah, there is one more. They just dropped. They just announced. It's called like VC or Gen V.
Gen V.
It's part of The Boys. It's like a
Oh,
high
it's gonna be
school.
I think it was college. No,
college, yeah, whatever, something like
Spin-off,
that.
like a
Yeah,
college spin-off? Yeah. They just announced. Was there a trailer out for it?
there wasn't a trailer, but then well, I don't know if there was. I don't think there was a trailer. But
Yeah,
they-
look, you saw like an Instagram post where like all the actors introduced themselves.
Yeah, that's what I saw too. Yeah, that'll be interesting.
Hopefully
to
that
see.
shit don't flunk. I'm not really a big fan of like spin-offs of certain
Me
stuff.
neither. I love The Walking Dead. They did a spin off of it, and I was like, this shit's ass. I couldn't get into it.
Yeah.
Well, they're doing a spin off in a sense with Game of Thrones.
Oh yeah. But
That's different though.
It's like a prequel though. It's
a
not really like a
prequel, yeah.
spin-off, you know?
And it's also Game of Thrones.
Yeah, it's also Game of Thrones. Yeah.
So I don't think they'll flop. I wonder if that I haven't seen it, but I wonder if they're the same directors and writers though. Do you know? For Game of Thrones?
I do not. I do not. I don't remember the directors actually for Game of Thrones.
Like these two dudes.
Damn.
Or two right. I'm thinking of the writer and the director.
Shout out to them because they did an amazing job.
Yeah.
What? Oh, the ending.
They flopped, man.
The ending. Honestly, yeah, the ending was like,
People
listen,
like-
we don't know what the fuck to do with this, so here you go.
People were telling me like, oh, people are always going to be dissatisfied with the ending, but people always like. I hear Breaking Bad people saying no, they love the ending. So I'm just like, nah.
Breaking
Great
Bad-
shows have done it.
Breaking Bad might be the
The best. Movie.
best ending out of any show. Like it was perfect. You couldn't ask for more. You couldn't ask for less.
Yeah, just the right amount.
Just the right amount.
Yeah, Game of Thrones. They did that motherfucker Jon Snow dirty.
They did do Jon Snow dirty.
Back to the wall, nigga. What?
But you want to get into the IG questions next?
Yeah.
Pull them up.
One of the first questions, I don't even have to read it, was we kind of answered it in the beginning. Where were you guys at? Or where have you guys been or something like that?
Oh, really? Who asked that?
Fabian.
Damn.
But that was what was it that first? Because we didn't do something for a week, and then we obviously had the trip. What did we do the week before? We just couldn't do it.
I don't know.
I don't know if it was like work or something.
No, not me for work. Because I haven't been working much.
Yeah, I don't know what it was.
Yeah. I've just been chilling, man.
I left town. No, I don't know what it was, but life got in the way, I guess.
Yeah. Just life, man.
Yeah, I think we were just chilling.
Yeah.
We do have one video, like by the time you see it, it'll be out. But but Joe Philly has other responsibilities, and so
Philly cheesesteak.
you know we're not making bread from this. If we were, we'd be able to pay Joe.
Joe just looked at me like, what the fuck?
So Joe has like his own things going on, so we have to be respectful of that. So that's just one of the other reasons is like we just haven't put it out yet. But yeah, I mean I don't know. We just got busy in the past 2 weeks, and then now we're back. So yeah, expect more content. You know what I was thinking? And even when this video is gonna come out, it was like a little bit outdated. It's not gonna be outdated. I don't think it'll be outdated, but we kind of like spoke on the Roe v. Wade. By the time we release it, like everybody have already talked about it.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
We'll just reintroduce it.
Yeah, You can hear our opinions on that.
Yeah. And well, does Lawrence ever get tired of writing? That was one of the other questions.
Who asked that? Fabian asked that to you? You know what? I was just telling Mario, I was going through my, what's it called?
Twitter.
What
she had in 7th grade. I don't know if
in like 7th grade,
that's
bro.
wild to me, bro.
And like I was looking at all my tweets. It was a lot of Drake in there, a lot of Kobe in there. And I realized, I guess I am a Drake dick writer. I was talking to my brother Brian. He was like, bro, be honest, you do be writing sometimes. And I was like, do I really ride, or is it? Because this is what I first said. I was
He
like,
always says, "Do I really?"
do I really ride, or is it just that a lot of people always like shit on Drake, and it's a little bit of it's kind of unfair sometimes. And I always catch myself because people know this. Drake is not my favorite rapper. I actually have him at 3. I have Kendrick first, Wayne second, and then Drake. But the problem with that is like nobody really shits on Kendrick or Wayne, but they always shit on Drake. So I don't find myself in this cycle where I'm like, oh wait, I have
go
to
defend Kendrick or something.
because everybody always thinks like, oh no, Kendrick and Wayne, like they're untouchable. You really can't talk shit about them. But when it comes to Drake, it's like, damn,
Really not untouchable.
the one thing that I'll say I was writing is when we were recording on our phones for the podcast, and the main thing was, I think it was me, you, and Ensom. We were talking about who's the better storyteller, J. Cole or Drake, and I said Drake. I was tripping. That's definitely something that I take back because Drake is not a better storyteller than J. Cole. Yeah, it's not even close. I take that back. But other than
We never posted it.
yeah, we never posted it. Thank goodness. But other than that, I don't really, cause it's like with this new album, I said it's his weakest. With the CLB, I said like it was his probably second, third weakest. It's not his best. But I feel like with every artist, that's how it is. But I feel like with Drake, it's like I don't know how to say it. But one thing I do want to get into, Mario, because we've had this big argument where.
Yeah, we had a big argument in driving. Like, you have to understand, me and Lawrence, like, if we don't argue, then there's something wrong with our friendship. We have to argue every now and
The
then.
main arguments it was me saying Kendrick needed this
I
album.
knew this was bro. See, me and Lawrence are on the same wavelength because I was gonna say this, but I was like, I don't want to restart this argument.
See, Mario, I love you, man, but you're wrong. But you're wrong.
I'm not.
And I'm gonna tell you why you're wrong.
No shot.
If Kendrick didn't listen, the reason that you're wrong is because you're right in a sense. No artist owes like their fans anything. If they've already given out all the best music they've had, you love it, this and that. They really don't owe you shit.
Yeah.
We can look at like Frank Ocean, for example. Like, even though I think there's rumor that he's planning on releasing new music.
I hope, man.
But let me tell you something. If Kendrick didn't need this album, I think he wouldn't have really needed this album. I think he did think he needed this album. That's why he took as much time as he did, and then he released it, because this is probably one of his most personal albums ever. And what I was trying to say, this is what I was trying to say. When I look at my like top rappers, GOATs, whatever, because I told you, I think it was like Jay-Z, J. Cole, Drake, Wayne, Kanye. All of these guys have released like multiple albums, and they've been in the game for 10 plus years.
No, that's true.
You get what I'm saying? So with Kendrick, it's like, Damn, right? Damn, everybody loves Damn. And it's like, how do you go from Damn before that, because you dropped a single, whatever, it was called The Heart Part 4, where you were saying, I am the best rapper alive, nobody can fuck with me. You drop Damn, and then you're gone for 5 years. You don't put an album for 5 years.
Did anyone take any shots at that nigga? Anyone relevant? So don't do like a Lil Pump thing. Lil Pump said something to J. Cole.
Took a couple shots. I mean, J. Cole don't take like direct shots, but they do claim like, man, I'm the best rapper out right now.
As they should though.
Drake, yeah, as Drake and J. Cole should. But it was just to me like, what I meant by that is like, I just wanted Kendrick to reassure me that, oh, this is why I think he's the best, and that's what he did for me.
For you.
Because in all aspects, it's like, when it comes to music, our attention span is short. So that's why when it comes to like J. Cole, even though J. Cole and Drake might not make the best albums anymore, their albums are still somewhat good, and you're still gonna like some songs from them. Because you don't want to keep like you say, okay, Drake's best album is Nothing Was the Same or Take Care, or you say J. Cole's best album is Forest Hill Drive. look, you're gonna get tired if those are like your favorite artists. You're gonna get tired of listening to that same music again and again and again. Not tired, but it's like you want more.
Yeah, I get what you're
want
saying.
more variety.
Like I wish you would have dropped more of this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you want more.
No, I feel that.
And that's what J. Cole and Drake do for me. Like, cause I like CLB, I liked a little bit of the dance album, I liked Off Season.
Mm-hmm.
Those are songs where I'm like, damn, like thank goodness, like I have more. Like I don't have to just like limit myself to like Forest Hills Drive or like Nothing Was the Same.
Yeah.
And not to bring up Drake again, but what was I gonna say about Drake? Fuck Drake. What was I gonna say about you, man? Shit, I was gonna say something about Drake. Oh, honestly, Drake, it's like I remember my brother was saying something like Kendrick raps and Kendrick be rapping on some like deep shit, talking about like a lot of shit. And it's like my brother be like, damn, why can't Drake do this? Or I don't want Drake to talk like this. But in all reality, every artist is like different.
Oh yeah, that's
really,
true.
You know what I'm saying? Like
I think that's my fault too, because I'll say that things like that where I'll be like, Drake doesn't talk about like serious shit, but it's like, well, Drake didn't have the same upbringing as Kendrick or as J. Cole, so it makes sense for he would just look like a fraud if he did. And so he steps away from that, like,
and that's something that like I low key like respect about him, but it's also in terms of like, but Drake also has to know better, because I remember Drake said something like, what did he say? He knows like he's one of like the greatest artists ever, whatever, but he keeps he's a little insecure in terms of like he doesn't feel like he gets viewed enough as like a black artist. But I remember this one dude that I listened to, Sean C. He was talking about like, well, Drake, how do you expect that when you really don't tackle on the issues that black people go through? Like not saying like Drake has never done it, because Drake has done it. He's donated stuff. He actually made like 2 or 3 songs about it, but it's just like he's not like the main advocate how J. Cole and Kendrick are.
do their music,
And I was talking to Murder, I was like, okay, so like is Lil Wayne viewed as a black artist? And my brother said, in all respect, like no, because that's what he said, even though like he's black and he's an artist. I know. But he was talking about in terms of like he's not like Kendrick or J. Cole, who they do talk about like police brutality and other issues in America. When it comes, I don't like, maybe Lil Wayne has done that earlier, but Lil Wayne as of now, like Lil Wayne been a lot of people ridicule Lil Wayne because of like he's a Trump supporter. He what else? He said like, oh, I don't believe in police brutality, or he said something like, I don't believe in police brutality and Black Lives Matter because my experiences with the cops have been different. Like he's never had like a bad experience with a cop. So people like, ridicule him and shame him for that. But in all respect, I do think he is viewed as a black
he's
artist.
a black artist. I don't think you can take like you.
You know what I'm saying? Like when we talk about black excellence in terms of like rappers, like Jay-Z, Kanye, Lil Wayne, J. Cole.
I think I just saw like something recently of him rapping. I don't know if it was like a song he just dropped or something. People like, how is Lil Wayne still doing this shit?
Yes, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
He was doing something.
I think it was him on Chris Brown's new album.
It was like he was like just the wordplay.
The wordplay. He
like,
still
he can use the same word in 30 different ways, and then segue that into a different way, and then start using that word 30 different ways. I was just like, damn, this is different.
That's what's so unique about Lil Wayne. Like Lil Wayne is like there's this saying like there's this known thing that like Lil Wayne he doesn't really like write a lot of his music. It's always like a freestyle,
Just on the top of his head.
at the top of his head. And it's like since he freestyles, he low-key forgets some of the stuff he said. Like there's this one bar. There's this one. Do you see that video of that one
clip?
bar? Yeah, about like how he did like damn, the latex. Fuck, I can't remember how it goes.
Better wear latex so you don't get that latex that I think on latex.
I think I'm latex. And he was like, I said that. I remember saying that. Like,
That shit was so hilarious.
funny. Yeah, like Lil Wayne is definitely like, you know what I mean?
He was like, I really said that.
So I'm gonna chill off the Drake bandwagon,
My only argument and rebuttal to that would just be that like, because like literally me and Lawrence, we argued driving up to the trip, which was hilarious. I felt bad for Logan and Corey. One, I don't think Corey ever gives a shit. Corey's just like there for a good time. Logan was definitely like,
Logan's like, oh, when the fuck are these niggas gonna shut up?
always on this shit, man.
Yeah.
But was that like Lawrence kept saying like, oh, he needs this album, he needs this album. My only argument, and I get where Lawrence is coming from, because it is just like at the end of the day, it's really just a personal thing. It's like, nah, for me, I need to be reassured and stuff like that. For me, I had interpreted it as like he really. It was also nah. I'll lie. I'm lying. I definitely knew Lawrence was saying that from his point of view, like it was his personal thing. But I was trying to argue for my friend. I was saying, I think I told Logan, like, Logan's like, it's just his personal belief, Mario. And I was like, no. I can't have my friends walking around with that dumbass ideology. And so that's why I'm trying to change his mind. I get what he's saying. I also was taking it as like, oh, he's thinking this is like the standard, like, like people really thought that he needed this. But really, Lawrence just thought it. But for me, it's just like, if Drake and J. Cole aren't dropping like consistently, like not even consistently, like just like good projects, Kendrick's been gone. I don't think Kendrick needs it because it's like, yeah, I do agree, like to be in the game 10 years, because I mean that would be his 10-year mark, wouldn't it? This year.
But if Kendrick wants to be viewed as like one of the greatest rappers of all time, he does low key need it because it's in terms of like a. I feel like I look at it like some of these albums or just good songs. Some of these songs are like rings. You know what I'm saying? So even though Kendrick might have been like the best, like
you always manage to bring basketball into the argument. Yeah. I don't know how he does it. They're like rings.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like all of this, it's like kind of like rings. Like the best thing I can think of is like, well, I'm not comparing Kendrick Lamar to like Tracy McGrady, but at one time Tracy McGrady was like one of the best players, but then like that shit like stopped because like injuries, whatever. So like if Kendrick, like let's say his last album was Damn, and he never dropped any music again, low key is gonna bring the sad truth is gonna bring him a little down because it's like Lil Wayne is still doing whatever. Like you talking about how people are like, damn, Lil Wayne 40 years old doing this. Jay-Z still do this, and Jay-Z almost 60. No, he's not 60 yet.
Don't do him like that. He's like,
he's 51, 52. My bad. Yeah, and Jay-Z still like he gives us like verses where like, damn, like Jay-Z still on this, even though Jay-Z in a recent interview with Kevin Hart, he was talking about, I'm not making no music right now. I'm not even working on the album. I'm just working on my business stuff. But when somebody call him like, yo, Jay-Z, give me a feature, I'm going to write and I'm going to prove again, like, damn, like, I still got it.
Yeah.
But that's the only thing I was talking about with Kendrick. Also because, Kendrick, J. Cole, and Drake are literally like the three-headed goats of our like generation. That's why like everybody always compares them, you know what I'm saying?
I just never thought that. I still will never really believe that Kendrick. Not that I don't think he needed it because it's just because I was just like, and if you think of it as rings, like who has really more rings, like more successful projects, and like
just about who has better rings or more important rings in terms of that.
Yeah, because I don't know, I just feel like even like recently, like hearing like coworkers that are a lot older than me, like them relating more to different types of things, like them putting Pimp the Butterfly higher, them putting even the Untitled higher than like other projects. Them putting Section 80 higher. Like it's such a wide range of people that actually like and love like all of his music all around. And even though they respectfully know that like, oh yeah, Mad City's probably the best album, they just, I don't know. It's just, for me, it was just like, if he has 4 rings that are just like,
we should appreciate it.
Yeah,
I get what you're saying.
I just didn't think Drake and Cole just didn't drop projects that would be like, oh shit, like if Kendrick don't drop nothing, like these motherfuckers are solidified, like they're better than him at this point, or they've dropped better projects than him at this point. Yeah, but I just didn't see that from Cole or from Drake, and like, I didn't see anyone really do anything like that. Where I was just like sitting there thinking like, dang, could this guy really be the next? Like, could he really overtake Kendrick's The Pot? Even if, like, Lil Wayne dropped a project, it would really have to be phenomenal for it to be like, damn, maybe he is better than Kendrick. Where it's just like, I don't see it. Even with Carter 5, like it wasn't really even a question in my head where I was thinking like he's moving up. It was more of anything he just solidified himself again. So he didn't move himself up. And even with Drake and Cole, like they haven't moved themselves anywhere up, any points up against Kendrick. And especially since Kendrick dropped this, like he kind of just sailed off, really, in my opinion.
That's true. And I think it also goes back, I remember asking you about like Frank Ocean. And I was like, are you satisfied if like Frank Ocean never drops any more music ever again? And I guess you would be, because he does have 2 really good albums in Blonde and Channel Orange, and like you and Carlos talked about his like mixtape stuff.
And I could understand though the point where it's like you want more of this.
Yeah, you want more of this. Like
that's it. That is how I think. Maybe at some point I'm gonna get to that with Frank, where I'm like, dude, I'm tired of hearing this. Like, it's not that it's a bad thing. It's just that like, damn,
I want more.
You really can't give me more.
Yeah.
I was listening to him last night, and I was just sitting there thinking like, his voice is so like, I don't know, it's amazing to me. Like he's able to change the range of it. And then throughout just the songs, like he can make it really deep, he can make it really high.
Yeah.
He can make it like kind of scratchy. Like, I don't know. Frank is low-key different. So I definitely want more projects, but right now where I'm at in time, I would say I'm satisfied. Where I'm like, because like when I first listened to Orange, I didn't like all the songs. I just liked like I felt for me like the popular ones like Thinking About You, the one with I just heard it last night, Andre 3000. Whatever the song's called, Bad Religion. Like those 3 songs were the only songs I really listened to. And then I went back and listened to it and I was like, holy crap, I like Sierra Leone, I like Monks. And then I listened to it again. I'm like, okay, I think I like literally every song on this album. So
And that's where I was coming from with the Kendrick thing, because I remember it seemed like I guess this is a discredit to Drake. It seemed like when you listen to some like most of Kendrick's albums and some of J. Cole's albums, they do feel like movies. Where like, you know, you have to sit down at a certain area and just go through it. And so with Good Kid, Mad City was a movie talking about his upbringing, what he witnessed. To Pimp a Butterfly was a movie talking about the black stuff in America and things like that. And then like coming to like personal and like when we did that album review, like that was really fun for me because it really did feel like a movie. I'm having the lyrics out and I'm like, damn, like the beat, like
it.
and that's what I missed from Kendrick. Like, that's what I missed going through. Like that's why I wanted that, and he reassured me that.
Yeah.
And it was just like a fun like experience to listen throughout. Like all those good songs, like Father Time, Rich Spirit, Savior, Mirror. All those songs, like I think Mirror was the last song when we finished the album, and Mirror was the last song. He was like, "I choose me." It was like I got the same feeling when we finished Black Panther and all the stars came up. Like I was just like, damn, bro, like
Yeah.
damn.
It really felt like a movie, yeah. But I don't know. I get what you're saying, like, but I still think Drake, that's where Drake kind of thrives at though. Like when we want to take a break from that, Drake is able to provide like straight just bangers.
Yeah.
So there's pros and cons to being that kind of artist. Because like you said, you expect that from Kendrick, you expect that from Cole, and then Drake's kind of like that guy that can just give you. You could get really deep and personal, but usually he gives you like those things that you're just gonna headbang to or something.
Yeah. I agree.
Move your hips to. Yeah.
Any more questions?
I did have one more. When is it okay to break bro code?
Never. The fuck? Who the fuck asked that?
One of my coworkers. I used to work with him. He doesn't work there anymore.
When is it okay to break
Bro code. Just a debate topic. That's what he put. LOL.
No, I don't think there's ever a good.
I can't think of a time for, because you know how we asked that question, like, oh, if your girl cheated on you, or if you cheated on your girl and you knew, like, would you tell her? Like, if you cheated on Leia, would I go and tell her?
Damn.
Is that like, that's a bro code thing?
That is a bro code thing.
Yeah, I guess that'd be the only time. Even then, though,
I'm not really a believer of that. Just because I really don't want to get myself.
you don't want to insert yourself into someone else's
Like,
business.
I'm a believer of like, listen, if you're my homie and you cheat on your girl and you don't tell her, I'm not gonna tell her. But I am a big believer of like karma will get you.
Yeah.
She's gonna find it no matter what.
Yeah.
Whether she sees you,
I would feel guilty, bro.
You would feel guilty.
Imagine inviting y'all niggas to Sunday dinner. I'm like, damn, this nigga really cheat on her. Like,
Yeah.
he fucked a whole different girl. Like, bro, I'm gonna be sitting there eating dinner just, and she's gonna be saying like, oh, he's so nice. He's such a great boyfriend. I'm just like, that is so sad. 'Cause I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
So
It's a tough situation. Yeah. I guess that.
hey, you true to the bro code though. If you're not gonna break it, respect to you. I know I would crack because I just would feel hella guilty.
Hella guilty. You couldn't like.
I would hope y'all would just not tell me. Like, oh, you cheated? Don't tell me. I don't give a fuck.
Oh, yeah.
That's your business. But if you tell me, then I'm like, or if I see it, it's like, fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah. Okay.
I can't think of moments where would you want to break the bro code where it's just like,
Yeah. I think bro code is like low-key a little sacred because bro code is bro code for a reason. Girl code is girl code for a reason. I don't really think. Yeah. I guess maybe the only thing that you might be able to break bro code with is that. Honestly, I really can't think of anything else.
I remember when I was younger. I don't know if it's still like a thing I would consider, but like, oh, you talked to this girl, you dated this girl in high school. You can't date like that, or if you dated a girl, no one else in the group can date her. Basically, I don't think there's ever really a moment I'd want to break that because it would just be weird.
If it was high school,
Yeah, well, like looking back at it now, like, all right, I'm 21. If
Yeah.
someone wanted to date someone I talked to or dated to in high school.
But if you're 21, and you just broke, like you and your ex just broke up, and then one of your homies, then it's looking kind of fucked up because
Yeah, it just means you were plotting the whole
you were
time.
applying
or-
the whole time. You're just
Yeah.
waiting for your chance to.
Yeah, exactly. Whereas like people grow and change.
Yeah.
Preferences change when you're out of high school. So it's just like, oh, I'm talking to so and so. It's like, oh man, go you. I don't. Mm-hmm. We were kids. I had one more.
Yeah, one more.
I saw it. It was by Los. Thoughts on alien life outside of our galaxy? Have you seen like the recent pictures of the telescope thing? I mean, obviously, I follow like a bunch of nerd shit, but like basically they sent like a new telescope into space. And it's like better than the the Hubble telescope or something like that. And they've taken like a picture of like the world, bro. It literally looks like a grain of salt. Like we're literally like a grain of salt. Like a, what do you call it? Like a little piece of salt. Salt? What am I talking about? Sand.
Sand?
Like we're just like one little piece of sand in this entire galaxy. I mean, what's the question? Thoughts on alien life? I don't know.
I'm a believer in aliens.
I just saw, I would say, that there's life out there. Because I just saw something with Neil. What's his last name?
Neil?
Or is it Neil?
Neil Armstrong?
No, the black dude. What's his name?
What black dude?
He's a black dude. He's a mustache. He's always talking about these things. He's like a science dude. Really?
I have no idea, bro.
Whatever his name is. I forgot his name. He was talking about like we're all made up of the same three kind of like elements. So he's like saying like the universe is made of these kind of elements. So like it's so like it's obvious that there's other life out there. So do you think life has visited us? Do you believe in like aliens have came over and looked at us and then moved on?
I agree, bro.
I don't know if I do.
You don't agree?
Nigga, why didn't they want to come fuck with us? People
They're curious.
That guy Neil said that we were in it smart. That's why he didn't fuck with us.
Humans and extraterrestrials, they're all curiosity.
But why didn't they come over here and dab me up?
Nah, that's not. What if they're not able to live on Earth?
What if they're shy?
Yeah,
Okay, bro, they got to.
Or what if they're shy?
And there's no way they don't know how to live on Earth. You mean to tell me they've built these crazy spaceships, flew all the way through the galaxy to see us, but they're like, "Ha, fuck, we didn't really prepare for oxygen." Like, what? This place has a little bit too much carbon. Like, what are you talking about? There's no shot. You just flew through space. There's this thing about like Elon Musk talking about he wants to have like 1 million people be on Mars. Would you ever leave Earth to go to Mars in the future? I know that's a crazy ass fucking question.
Okay, yeah. I want to see what Mars looks like.
You would, but you can't come back. Is the thing.
Oh no,
Guaranteed, it's a one-way trip over there.
No.
I don't think you can come back.
What if I realize I can't even live on Mars?
Well, assuming they've established like a colony,
okay.
and they're like, you're like in your 50s, your kids are all like in school or graduating school.
No.
You wouldn't leave?
No more. That means, will I still be able to like watch like shows and sports?
Pretty sure you'd be able to watch. You can bring a hard drive of shows.
Hard drive. No, what if there's like a new show though?
You're gonna find a bunch of new shows.
Nah, bro, I wouldn't do it.
I don't know if you can. I'm pretty sure they'd be able to figure that out. Bro, I'm taking an astronomy class right now, so there's like 1.3. What is it called?
Astronomy? I think you said astrology. I'm about to say.
No. An astrology class. No shot. Like 1.3 light seconds away or something like that. So like a message to get to the moon would take, I forgot what it was, to be honest. Maybe like 1.3 light seconds. I don't know what it is, but you'd be able to get shows. Don't worry about it too much.
I guess.
Would you actually move?
Yeah. No, I wouldn't. Cause dude, like you said, it's a one-way trip. Like you can't come back. That's scary, bro.
I'd have to live in a different country first.
All by yourself too?
I mean, no, you'd be with other people.
No, but like
you can bring your wife. What if your wife talks you into it? She's like, "Hey, our kids are graduated. I want to go to Mars."
So I won't be able to see my kid ever again.
Nah, you better dab the motherfucker up one last time.
Can't do that, bro. Hell no, bro. Family first.
I think if there was a trip back, I would do it.
Family first.
If my kids were good.
Oh, if there's a trip back, yeah.
And I'm financially, like, my kids are financially in a good place. I wonder what happens. Like, if you leave Earth, what happens to your money and shit? Because obviously you're not going to go to Mars and be like, yo, I got millions of dollars. Like, okay, nigga.
You think they have a different type of currency on Mars?
Like, well, like, I've been saying, like, obviously I'm a nerd, so, like, I've been, like, looking at a lot of this shit. But, like, if they were to build a colony there, it's not, like, as pretty as people might think it would be. Like, you would probably be trying to, like, survive. You'd constantly like the one. It would look kind of weird. Like it wouldn't be all fancy and stuff like in the movies. It would look.
Would the sky still be blue? Would there even be a sky in Mars?
I don't think the sky would be blue.
No. Would there still be houses like this?
There's no water.
There's no water?
Well, it's frozen. Like Mars
What the
is.
fuck are we gonna drink?
Well, you can like unfreeze water. I think it's like -70 degrees over there.
-7 degrees?
70 or something even worse than that. It never gets above.
I feel like you would. I feel like you would die.
Well, you would live inside
Oh,
for the rest of your life.
so you can never go outside.
You can like walk out there on Mars, maybe. I honestly don't know. I'm not a scientist. Maybe I'm pretty sure you could. I've seen The Martian. It seems a little accurate.
The Martian.
I don't know if I would ever leave. I kind of sucks. Like I think about life like in the future. I'm like, damn, 10,000 years from now, like they're gonna be on some Star Trek shit, and we're not gonna be able to like see it.
See it? Yeah, I'm not gonna be alive to see it.
Kind of sucks. I hope we can download our minds or
It
something.
does kind of suck. I wish I could be able to live up to 10,000 years old.
I don't know about that.
What do you mean?
Like live forever?
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah. like you don't even like your body doesn't even have to change. You can just remain like the same.
Like on like some carbon.
vampire shit.
What's that movie or that show? Have you seen it?
Altered Carbon.
Like
Oh yeah, we
Altered.
actually watched it together.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't never finished it.
I mean, neither. That was kind of a cool concept, though.
Yeah.
You enter a new body.
Yeah.
But all right. That was it. That was all the questions we had.
All right, you want to get into movie recommendations now?
I don't have a movie recommendation right now. What was yours?
On the count of 3, the movie we watched on the trip.
Yeah.
That movie was
That was a good movie. I thought... Oh, I wouldn't rate it like pretty high.
really.
No.
I would.
I would say like a 7, 6.
What?
'Cause
7 or 6?
Because it became predictable.
Did it really though?
Yes.
Did it really though?
It became predictable. It was a very predictable movie. There's a point where like it gets to, and I'm like, all right, I can already tell like what's gonna happen.
All right, for you guys who don't know, On the Count of 3 is basically like a movie about like two best friends, and both of their lives have been like completely shit in terms to them, and they decide to like kill each other, like commit suicide to each other. Damn.
Like they have a tough time committing suicide. So one of them proposes like, hey, what if like
We take this last day to do.
we do whatever we want. It's our last day. Like we go and do whatever we want, and like at the end of it, like we take our own life. Since we like, I'll take your life, you take my life, I think. And so, they go through a bunch of stuff, a bunch of like realizations, a bunch of crazy stuff
When
happens.
did you think it got predictable? Like towards the end, or like in the
I
middle?
don't want to give like too many spoilers.
Okay.
but
Yeah.
I'll tell you after because it does get predictable.
I don't think it got predictable, bro.
It was all right. It was a good movie though. I would say that it was really
It
good.
was a good watch, man.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
First, I think when I first finished, I was like, "Damn, that's a 10." It's not a 10. It's probably an 8.
I think when you watch a really like movie that you're really engaged in, at the end of it, you're so obliged to give it a 10.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of a movie that I've given a 10 recently, and then I've had to like reconsider. The only one I can think of is Batman.
Everything all at once.
Yeah, that's not a 10.
Damn.
I would say it's like an 8. It was,
Damn.
a good, it was a really good movie. I thought it was really funny. It was just crazy weird, but
Do you give Batman a 10?
I still give that a 10. That's the only movie I can't unchange.
Yeah, Batman definitely a 10, bro.
Or like I reconsidered. Yeah. Nah, that movie. I've heard people say that movie wasn't that good.
They're bugging.
Oh, it was
I
too
think
slow.
too high expectations. Yeah, too slow. What?
I don't know. It takes like when you go into a movie.
They said it was too long, but they don't realize like Infinity War and Endgame were both like 3 hours.
Yeah.
Like literally.
No, they're bugging. I didn't watch a movie recently. I'm trying to think of a movie I have watched.
I recently watched The Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah, you finally finished that.
Yeah, finally.
What'd you think?
Yeah, it was good. It was really good. I love the ending.
Did you cry?
I didn't cry.
Damn, I'm the only one that probably cried.
Cried when?
I thought he died
Oh.
because he took the bomb away.
Oh, I didn't think he died.
I was sitting there thinking, well,
didn't think
what's
he
his
died.
name was crying? The butler was crying.
He was.
He was like, I failed you. I was like, man, no, you did it, bro.
I low-key thought he died for a second, but then when I saw Alfred like relive his like dream where he's like, man, I had a dream that I saw you, and I'm
Yeah, yeah.
I was alive.
Yeah.
But I feel like they should have like capitalized with like the Robin thing.
Everyone wanted that, especially me, but I'm kind of glad they didn't do anything with that.
Why?
Uh,
Oh, it could have went downhill from there.
I think like that movie kind of, it was just, yeah, it was done.
It was like an icing on the cake kind of
You
thing.
could see that Batman was kind of done with himself at that point too.
Yeah.
Like even in the beginning, he's kind of just like on a cane walking around.
Damn, that is true.
Like he's kind of just like, they're kind of moving on from what had just happened.
It was kind of like, ah, shit, I gotta do this one last time, then I'm done.
Yeah. So you can see he really wanted to just settle.
Fair enough, fair enough. But then you don't have no movie recommendation, not even a show?
I've been watching a lot of YouTube. Like,
Yeah, you can recommend something on YouTube.
all right, do you think this is wild? I know that it's not something that was a topic, but do you think I saw what's his name say it recently? He has a podcast. He just smoked with like Joe Rogan on it. He's a comedian. He's like this tall white dude. He has a mustache. I don't know if he has a mustache. Somebody recommended it to me. Anyways, he was saying like, honestly, I think YouTube is about to destroy like all of cable television. Or not cable television, Netflix.
Yeah, maybe.
What's his name? And Pandora, if you're watching this, which I feel like you will be, because you watch a lot of our stuff, you told me to watch this podcast, I think, and I ended up watching it and I loved it. And that's why I've been on YouTube so long. But do you think that YouTube is going to kind of take over Netflix? Because they were saying like Netflix will pay someone like $100 million and to like do this show or whatever, yada, yada, yada. I don't know if I believe it. Like, I think Netflix is just too large of a company. They're going to be able to give out a lot of money to people, yada, yada, yada. But like, in terms of YouTube, like you can like people have their own podcasts, like their own talk shows on YouTube.
Agreed.
Like in terms of talk shows being like something, I feel like that's going to end eventually where it's just like, why work for a company and market yourself through like NBC or I don't know, like somebody like that when you can just like go on YouTube and post your content and make all the money yourself.
Money from there, yeah.
And YouTube gets their half through ads and all that other stuff. And then you have like Patreons becoming a thing. So I don't know. I feel like in the near future, we're going to see a lot of people like in terms of like content creating be like very independent in terms of like financially and production and all that type of stuff. So
I agree. I think YouTube would definitely be bigger than what it is. Like I've already seen it like YouTube in terms of like versus cable. I really don't watch
cable at all.
cable at all. The only thing I watch cable for is sports, whether it's NBA or NFL. But YouTube definitely will get up there. But I feel like Netflix is just
Too big of a
way too big.
conglomerate, yeah.
Way too many movies, way too many shows.
Yeah.
Even though people have been talking about Netflix like kind of what's the word, declining, and they think that HBO Max or like Hulu can like up them. Because a lot of people keep talking about HBO Max, how like HBO Max is like really good because HBO Max low key has like some shows and some movies that aren't on other platforms. But I think Netflix
That's
is
just how it is. It's just so diverse like that.
yeah, like Netflix is just like the OG, you know? Like I look at Netflix as like Nike in terms of like the entertainment business where like they just have so much. They were one of the first like
Streaming platforms.
streaming platforms to grasp that concept of like, hey, remember watching this movie in theaters where you can watch it on here?
Yeah.
And you can watch this show because they don't have it.
They started all of that.
Yeah, they started all of that, you know? So it's
Literally
kind of hard
not
for like
Blockbuster.
the origin of this concept to like
And
diminish and end, yeah.
yeah.
But
That's true. But just YouTube. So like I've been watching Cut. It's like a channel
oh, you have
called
to watch
Cut.
the cut too, like
Yeah.
the Truth or Dream. and stuff. Yeah,
Those things are interesting.
they're dope, man.
I really like that. Their whole entire thing. Like they be doing drink. They be doing like I
They have many different like segments that they use that they do.
don't know if it's called Joby or
Oh, Jollibee, yeah.
Jollibee.
Yeah. The ones where like it's like a group of people and like
They have
they
to guess like a profession or whose kid this belongs to or shit like that.
and there's another one where like it's like a group of people and like somebody reads off like a certain topic and like, there's like a strongly disagree.
Oh yeah, that one's really
I don't know if that is Jollibee. Maybe it's
I don't know.
And they all come together at that little table and they just talk about certain stuff. Yeah, it's a lot of shit.
I really like those.
Yeah, I do too, bro.
And then the last, like more on the comedic side, I've been watching a lot of this guy named Loaf. He's funny. Gideon. Yeah, Gideon just went to like Gordon Ramsay's like restaurants in England.
Really?
You saw that?
No, I didn't see that.
And he like there's like, oh, it's raw. Where's the lamb sauce? Like all like the catchphrases he has. He would go in there like, and bro, granted, these restaurants are very professional. Like you go in there, start fucking around, like they're gonna get pretty pissed. So he went in there, ordered a raw steak, and like pulled out like his whole kitchen thing, started cooking. I don't know. YouTube is where it's at for me right now.
Yeah, for me, I just been when it comes to YouTube, I just watch like visuals of like podcasts, like the Joe Budden podcast, and also the Pivot podcast that I talked about. Like I think those two, like the Pivot podcast, is like really feels good to be back. You know what I'm saying?
It does feel good to be back.
Yeah, it does feel good to be back. But
I woke up feeling dangerous today.
all right, guys. But this is Unscripted. I'm Lawrence.
I'm Mario.
All right, we're out.